If your Procreate art always ends up looking a bit flat, too clean, too digital, too iPad-y, there are 3 really simple things you can do to fix that, to get your Procreate work looking like real watercolor. And once you know them, honestly, you'll never go back. So I'm going to show you 3 ways to add a real watercolor feel to your art in Procreate, the brushes I actually use, the paper texture trick that changes everything, and a wet edge method most people skip. By the end of this video, your digital paintings are going to look like they're lifted off real cold press paper. This is what we're aiming for. Soft, watery, organic, but done entirely on the iPad. No real paint, no mess, no buckled paper. If you're new here, I'm Dee from Artsydee. I share a new Procreate or watercolor tutorial every week, so hit subscribe if that's your thing. I've got a piece of line art here. It's a tulip template that I've dropped a link for in the description below if you want to follow along or you want to try this yourself. But honestly, you can use any line drawing or even a flat color piece you've already finished. The 3 methods I'm going to show you work on top of whatever you've already painted. Okay, method 1, watercolor brushes. The first and most obvious way to create a watercolor effect in Procreate is by using the correct brush. Now, the new Procreate library has a wonderful set of watercolor brushes. I particularly like the Tansy, and that really gives you that watercolor feel, that lovely watercolor aesthetic. I also really like the Bridgewater, which is also really beautiful. And lastly, another one that works really well is the acrylic brush. Let's see, it's the acrylic brush, the wet acrylic brush, sorry, which gives you sort of more of a rough watercolor look. The original watercolor brush in Procreate, I didn't find it to be that great. I thought it was a bit too much like a marker. So my recommendation is, if you are using Procreate brushes, I would go for the new Procreate brushes, and I would use either the Bridgewater or the Tansy brush. Or any of these, you can test them out and see which best suits your needs. I'm going to use one of my brushes from my watercolor set, the soft watercolor edge. And then what you're going to do is you're literally going to paint into your line art. That's the first way to create a watercolor effect. Then of course, once you've got a loose watercolor vibe, you can go in with your smudge brush, your smudge tool. You can select a watercolor brush here as one of your smudge brushes. So for example, let's go for Tansy here. And you can use that to blend in your watercolors to maintain that watercolor effect. Now I'm going to do the stem and leaves using one of the watercolor brushes from the Procreate new set. I'm going to go for Gagebrook, and I'm going to choose some lovely light green here, just to give you a sense of what this is. And as you can see, once again, as you lay down that watercolor, every tap you make on your screen creates a new layer and adds more depth to that watercolor. Okay, the second method we use to create a lovely watercolor texture effect is by actually importing a cold press lookalike sheet of paper. So what I've done is I've got a a piece of cold press paper here. I'm going to say insert a photo, and I'm going to grab it, and it will lay it on my canvas. I'm going to stretch it out so it covers my canvas, and then you can see it's on a new layer. I'm going to select N, and I'm going to change the blend mode to multiply. You can decrease the opacity or you can increase it to make it appear really textured, and that gives it that very watercolor texture feel. And method number 3 I'm going to talk to you about is using wet edges and bleeds. Now, Procreate doesn't really have a wet edge or bleed brush at the moment, but in my watercolor set, my Artsydee watercolors, I've got a range of different brushes, and I've got something that is called Watercolor Dark Edge, and I also have various splats. By the way, I also have cold press paper texture that you can paint on as well. But for the watercolor dark edge, you simply select that brush, and then I'll give you an example of what it looks like. You would paint with this, you would add it to your painting as you go along. You can see what it does is it creates that authentic watercolor edging to it. Let's try it with the orange. And then if you work on top of it, it's got that lovely transparent watercolor effect, as though it's dried in between layers. So that's one of the other tricks. The other one is in this watercolor brush set, as I said, I've got various splats which look like watercolor. So perhaps you want to add authentic watercolor elements to your background to make it more interesting, like so. Get some of that green. This is quite nice to overlay them, change the sizes. And there, once again, it gives you a very authentic watercolor look. A quick word on which method to use when, because you don't need all 3. If you've just got 2 minutes, do method 2. Slap a paper texture on and change it to multiply. That alone will improve every piece of digital art you've made and make it look like watercolor. If you've got 10 minutes, do method 1 plus method 2. Paint with watercolor brushes and then add paper texture. And then you can go ahead and add your dark edge bleed or your splats or your blooms. And once again, if you want it to look properly hand painted, like your friends genuinely can't tell whether it is digital or hand painted, do all 3. The wet edges in method 3 are what really fool the eye. I almost always do all 3 on anything I post on Instagram. Okay, so those are my 3 favorite ways to add real watercolor to your Procreate art: brushes, paper texture, wet edges. If you want the exact watercolor brush set, I'll pop the link in the description below. It's also available for my Patreon members, and I'll pop that link in the description too. If you want the free template to follow along or try this yourself along with a few other flowers in the set, I'll put that in the description also. And make sure you watch this next video on how to change the color of your outline in Procreate. Thanks for watching.